Hello, this is Craig Lane with Health Alchemy's YouTube channel, here to explore another in our series of health explorations. And today's is about exploring root cause / your choices. So why would you even want to watch this video and spend your time with it? Well, in the next few minutes, I'm going to be talking about you really want to explore root cause, or otherwise your choices. Otherwise, if you're not choosing well, then you make a poor investment of energy. If you invest your energy in McDonald's, sorry to say, then you're going to invest 10 units of energy in that meal and you're going to get negative 10 back. In other words, it's more of an inflammatory response that drains energy and congests the system. So if you're a financial manager, your ROI, or return on investment, is bad. You're actually losing your money and it's costing you money out of your own pocket in terms of chi or life force or energy. Very good. So you're going to be making better tissue and you're going to have more energy by listening to what I have to say. If not other things like vanity. Your skin's going to look better, you're going to have a better sex life, you're going to have better relationships with others and yourself. So, exploring choices. So the thing to start with choices is we're looking at who's choosing. What's the compulsion? What's arising in us as we're choosing XYZ? And here's a short story. I have a client that had an eating problem. Like many people do who were traumatized early in life, they overeat food, as I did, to numb themselves from the pain of what they can't process when it happened at a young formative age. Usually something around shame and our value as a being. And so the quote is, she would find herself on the couch with a bottle of wine drank and a half a bag of chips gone. And what immediately comes up in me is like, do you remember choosing them in the store? And she says, no. I have no recollection of even choosing these. Completely asleep at the wheel, right? So if we're not even choosing, if we're in an unconscious pattern, then we have to take a step back and figure out, why am I asleep? And why do I want to be asleep? If we're an empowered being, if we're asleep at the wheel, we're probably not making very good choices in our health. And so that story is a good example of that. I don't even remember making the choice. So if you're not at choice, you're never going to get to higher health. So who's choosing? So the number one thing I do as a health professional, first visit, is start poking in there and seeing where the edges are. So I'll often say, because wheat, American wheat, and pretty much 100% of people who eat it show autoimmune markers in the hippocampus to the brain via David Perlmutter's work, the neurologist. Well, wheat never has a good response these days in American wheat. And so that's where I'd start looking. You can't have anything with wheat. You can't have anything with ground up flour, even if it's paleo, wheat free. You can't have soy oils and inflammatory oils. And so what we do is we focus to the half full, try and keep them focused there, but then I observe how they swing back to the half empty. And then they're going to choose what they think is making them happy, which is the wheat, but it's an erroneous assumption. So one thing to observe when we're awake in our day-to-day life is to ask, can I be awake more? That's what I call a root level prayer, or a root level intention. Help me be awake so I can use my tools of consciousness. Because if I'm asleep at the wheel, I don't have access to my toolbox. Why? Because I'm asleep at the wheel. So the root level prayer I began asking 20 years ago is, help me be awake to use my tools so I'm at choice. If I'm not at choice, then I'm like a leaf blown in the wind. And as anyone who's awake in today's world can see, the temptations and the path is fraught with hurdles. More than any other time in history. And the energy has never been more available and higher. Another person you can investigate if you like is Byron Katie, BYRON KATIE, and she has a piece called The Work. And it's self-inquiry, it's investigating your own consciousness. Is it true that I'm not going to be happy off wheat? And you begin to use those kind of statements and investigate. Thank you for watching Craig Lane on Health Alchemy YouTube channel. Look forward to helping guide your path towards sanity and peace and lightness and greater connection. Thank you very much.